evening, everybody. Welcome to Church on the Street podcast,
where we are creating a level of comfortability to welcome the uncomfortable into church.
We need to really know where the church is. The church is actually in us.
So Church on the Street is going to bring out gifts that people who are not in the church will bring them in, showing all of us under sound doctrine that we can still use those gifts in the kingdom to bring people to Christ.
I build my church, and that's what we are trying to do. We're trying to build and do something new and do something different to get us back. I'm a tither now. I pay my honest tithe, so I believe that God is going to do amazing things in my life. This is a being healthy, and his alignment was my I think now with the podcast being so big and we have so much support, I think that right now this is where I fit in. Obviously,
everything that I had in the church, I lost, and I started looking for it in the streets. So I started looking for love in the streets. It ain't none. I started looking for peace in the streets. It ain't none.
We have to do a better job of reaching out and not waiting on people to come back.
And I just wanted to make sure that we took time out on this podcast to say, you know, the doors of the church are open. We opening our doors up to you.
You're telling other people, don't look at me as perfect, but look at me as we working through together.
Yeah.
You're doing it. So I applaud you for doing it.
So the solid foundation is Jesus Christ.
my worship might not look like your worship. Your worship might not look like mine. And who is to say when I left here, I wasn't still lives, and after they turn over, after they turn from their old lives, they just walk into a new life and just see what if they have anything. And when you come and you do the work and you get involved in it just takes a lot to have some though. A lot of you experiences there. I got my brother to shed like some tears. That was a shocker. That was a shocker.
When you think about the work that you put in,
Yeah. And the
and the
sacrifice.
sacrifices that you made.
We could.
What's the use of being on there 10 years?
Yeah, it's stop streaming.
It was.
Oh, we can hear him now.
It was 6 people.
I can hear Corey saying, and I can hear you, Rick.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Saying what?
What we talking about?
What's the use? Yeah, what's the use?
Okay. Well,
we
we
can
back.
hear. Yeah, we back on.
sorry guys. Seems like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties at the moment, but just bear with us and please don't log off.
Bishop Rick on top of it.
Yeah. Just bear with us for a second, guys.
Can y'all hear?
Good to go?
Do I keep going? I turn my mic off. Do I keep going?
Oh, now you gotta change it.
Can't see y'all.
Go back to the camera.
Can't see us?
No, y'all good.
You back on deck?
Yeah, you good. I mean, y'all might as well start over.
like that. That's so cool.
I'm not really sure what happened, guys, but we're back. I hope you guys can hear us. And just don't log off. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties at the moment, but just please bear with us for this last episode, you guys. Please. We might as well just jump into it. What we're talking about tonight.
I know what we're talking about. Well, like you said, our last episode was skinning. How do we get to skinning? We've talked about that all throughout this first season about leading church. What happened when we talked about being church hurt. We talked about the different generations. We talked about being a child of the ministry. We talked about a lot of different things that revolve around being in church, leaving church, coming back to church, all those different things. But what we want to talk about today is how do we bring the fun back to church? We want to have some fun. We want to have changed lives. We want to, we want to do right. We want to have righteous lives. But Shannon, myself, the rest of our team, and those at other churches, not only our church, we still got some youth, and we want to have some fun, and not even to bring age into it, not even our age. There are some ones who are older than us, or our elders, who want to have fun too. You know what I mean? I've seen people 20 years older than me can still get a little. You know what I mean? They can still get a little, they can still do a little, you know what I mean? How do we bring that back to church and it be still God?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How do we bring, what examples do you remember growing up
So,
that we make you bring back that you don't see anymore?
so when I was coming up, it was a trillion of us.
Yeah.
So it was not ever, we always just had fun regardless.
Yeah.
But the things that we would do, like every year, we would go somewhere with Bishop.
Yeah.
Or even if we didn't go somewhere with him, he would send us something.
Yeah.
Like we would, I don't know how big
spearhead some of those old events that we used to do?
I think so.
I do too.
I think so.
I definitely think, we have an events coordinator. I definitely think this summer needs to be a summer, even if it's 1 or 2 events, something big, just like, you know what I mean? Just to know that, you don't have to go search for fun in other places.
Right.
Again, yeah, we're gonna get a good word. That's always gonna be the case. Yeah, we're gonna learn. That's always gonna be the case. But I think we need to show the younger generation some of the experiences that we had, because that's part of the training too. That's part of the training. When they say, train a child, that's part of the training, to let them know that going to church, it ain't all about just putting a suit on, putting a dress on, sitting down in the sanctuary, and just, you know what I mean, hearing the pastor preach. It's a lifestyle. And in life, you gotta have some fun too. So I definitely think that's something we definitely have to do. Like, I know the men, we are doing a skating party. That's advertisement. We're doing a skating party. We're doing a skating party. We have the tickets already, so I think we're gonna announce it on Sunday. We're doing a skating party July 10th from 6 to 9. And then we're also doing a movie night June 14th. I don't have that showtime available yet, but we'll be announcing that as well on Sunday. And we'll put something on. We'll put something on Church on the Street podcast pages as well, so that our viewers who don't maybe follow NJT will be able to know and they can participate as well. Some good wholesome fun.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with going to the movie, seeing bad boys. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of the times, I think we get so bent up with church. It's church. We get so bent up with church that we forget that. We forget that at one point in time, Jesus told them, keep your party going. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, you have some theologians who may say, well, how do you know the line is permanent? How do you know? You know what I mean? Jesus said, party. You know what I mean? We forget that. Sometimes we can't forget, to have fun. I think Bishop was saying, he want to bring the tents back, outside service. Just, I definitely think us as a team, we're going to have to. That's the best bread breakfast I ever had.
Miss Lady, I'm glad you enjoyed this. So if you're watching, because you know who you are.
That's the best bread breakfast I ever been to. So we definitely gotta do some food involved.
Oh, for sure.
Food.
That'll bring you out.
Yeah, you gotta have some
Got some
food
food.
involved.
Who cooking?
You gotta have some food. Bringing the fun back. I mean, I definitely think we need some indoor activity to be in the house of the Lord. Locking. That's something we can put together that's low cost.
Yeah.
It don't cost us nothing.
No, not for that.
Hey, we have an overnight at the church, at the praising. We got games set up downstairs. You know, we locking it in until it's done. You know, until the sun comes up, everybody go home.
Yep, that's what we should do.
I think that's what we can do.
Like, those were so fun, actually.
That could be our first meeting.
Yeah, I think so.
That
Or,
could be our first.
if not the first, maybe the second.
Maybe the second.
Yeah.
Maybe the second. That'll be sweet. I think that'll be dope. I think that'll bring people who want to go to church, but maybe work days, you know, or whatever the case may be. All right, I'm gonna go to this lock in.
Little Friday night
A
shindig.
little Friday night lock in shindig. I think that'll be sweet. Cook, have games all down here in the fellowship hall. Food. And then do like one big, you know, praise section
Yeah, no, for sure.
upstairs.
Absolutely.
Food.
Wherever you get us, Lord.
In the lower sanctuary, wherever. Just have 1 hour of just straight pray, whatever you want to praise and worship. Worship because yeah, you know what I mean? And whatever you want to praise him for, whatever you took you through this year, you just have a praise section. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, I think that'd be
Oh, that's dope.
real quick, guys, it's just us tonight, so please, send your comments in, like, tell us how you think we can bring the fun back, or tell us what you would like
To see.
to see, or how you think you can contribute to bringing the fun back, or any of those kind of things, so please.
Or what you remember it fun being at church.
Back in your day, or,
Or not even at church, just some good Christian fun.
yeah. Good Christian fun. What do you, so when you back in, what do you remember from?
I remember.
growing up?
I
Same
remember.
thing?
Yeah, I remember a lot of the same things. I mean, you know, different. I remember having plays. I remember having real big plays. Those were real fun. I remember having, as a youth, I remember having a big youth choir. I mean, we don't have. I mean, we got enough youth nowadays. We got enough youth. We just. It's enough youth with us included. It's enough.
It was like, it used to have a youth Sunday, to where the youth were in charge of the whole.
Well, we do got that coming up. We
That's
got youth
coming
day. We got youth day coming up.
They
That's,
used to do it every Sunday, fourth Sunday.
That's we got a youth day, but I know what you're talking about. You were talking about we used to have like 3 times out the year. Like whatever month had a fifth Sunday.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
When I say the whole entire service from beginning
Yeah.
to the end, and then.
Junior
that was
defense and
the-
everything.
Yes, everything, like, no adults they would assist if they needed to,
I
but no,
remember
we
that.
took over the whole service, and then most of those Sundays, Bishop would preach, we would have either our youth pastor preach, or we would have somebody come from another church to come and get a word, like, those Sundays were like the best.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, they were so fun.
I agree. We got that coming. I mean, we used to have more. I remember we used to have more people out there. But I think, like we've said before, this is not shady. This is not shady. But I think that it's time for us. This is great. This is great. This is the podcast is awesome. I remember when we was talking about when we started the podcast, I was kind of like, this has been awesome to me. My own personal growing, my own personal relationship with the Lord. This has been awesome. But I think us as this team, like this summer for instance, what we gonna do when we ain't shooting? What we gonna do when we not living up, verses 4 shuttle. What we gonna do? We meet Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's 3 days out the week that we was doing stuff with each other. What we gonna do?
What just came to mind, we just spoken, remember you were saying how you wanted to do this thing, to like help the younger kids?
Oh, training them. Training them, yeah.
That's kind of to bring us on back, right?
Yeah.
You were saying, like as far as our young men, a lot of young men don't know how to change a tire.
Yeah.
So come on out, let me show you how to change a tire.
Or
Tires high.
anything.
Or increasing
That'd be
slack.
great. That'd be great bonding for the generations. The bond of different generations.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's something that I don't know, but I still need to learn from the elders. And I'm sure there's something that's new that I can teach the elders and also teach the young people. And I'm sure there's some technology that they can teach all of us. You know what I mean? So I think, and even with the young women, you know what I mean? I think that would be awesome. It sounds like we getting events put together.
Right.
We're getting some events put
Right,
together.
something like the summertime.
CJ Barrymore trip, we got a lock-in night, training day night.
I think that one is really going to be big. The training day.
I like that.
I think that would be
With some food up, barbecue pits going on the parking lot.
I just said, ain't no food wall, so we
Barbecue
got
pits out the parking lot. Yeah, that'd be sweet. That'd be real sweet. I don't know. I remember going out to Mississippi. I remember getting on the gray bus. I remember driving the gray bus. Going out of town. Staying in hotel rooms together. All of those things brought camaraderie and it brought that sense of, I don't only go to church on Sunday, but that's really my church family.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you go on vacation with your family. You do fun things with your family. It's not only church.
Right.
For me, I feel just as connected with my church family as I do with my neighborhood family. You know what I mean? My family is my family, don't get me wrong. But you have extended family everywhere. So just as well as I have extended family in the neighborhood, I feel just as equally family and JT. But that's because that camaraderie was built, you know what I mean? And I think our kids deserve that same thing, you know what I mean? So that when they do, need one another when they become adults, they'll have that like-minded person to go to. And it's not just like, have somebody in church.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think we know that to our children.
I think for the most part, as far as we are
We
concerned,
do.
our kids, cousins, literally, cousins, like, oh, Skylar's cup was, we just couldn't open Skylar's cup, and I'm like, how do you get this cup open? She's like, oh, Uncle Rick opened it for me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was kind. But yeah, uncle, auntie, cousin.
But it's a lot. Remember how deep we was. We was deep. You know what I mean? We was 4 years. You know what I mean? 5 years.
It was a lot of it.
You know, and you can run into any of those 40 and 50. You know, I run into people all the time, and we share resources. But that's not. It's like it's really cuz. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So with ours, that's gonna be automatic. You know what I mean? But what about people who may were not around? We draw in new people, and they deserve that same camaraderie.
Yeah, I think we'll give it to them.
I think we will too. We just gotta be on it. We definitely gotta stay on it. We gotta have food. We gotta have food. And good just women. Good just women. I got you a strawberry.
Miss Valerie McCoon says, all you need is a plan for the people you have. Work out your logistics and everything will go well. Ask yourself, what is this moment asking of us?
I don't know what to say to that. It's, yes, thank you.
Right, I agree.
Agreed. Yes, thank you.
But I think
Anything on YouTube?
Do you have something to say, Ms. Duncan?
Anybody got something to say?
what has been you guys' highlight moments from the season?
Our highlight moment?
Just one.
Moments.
Moments. Okay. I have a couple. The first one I would say is the very first episode, of course. When we had Bishop on and see that was a highlight, just to get him on the couch and share what he wants this to be and what he sees this being. That was big for me. The second one for me would be when my brother was on and listening to his experiences and me knowing a few things and seeing his change and seeing how he is now and all of the back and forth. That was a big one. And the third one, of course, would be when I shared my experience. That was a big one for me too.
I think my biggest moments of season one, on the couch. I mean, you gotta think about it. We end up here by how often we're mentally prepared for today. So those big moments don't only come on the couch, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. I think my biggest moment or my most highlighted moments, definitely episode one. Episode one was it shook off all of the if it can. If it can. It was that stamp that we know this. Yeah, this is what we know. My next biggest one, I would think of Bishop Scott. Bishop Scott really she really I don't know, she just got a way of making you see in the light of wow, I never thought about that. And then last episode, it's very difficult for me to show emotion. It takes a lot to get into that point. It takes a lot to get me to shed a tear. And those truths that we were talking about the last episode, putting some skin in there, really got me thinking about my commitment and thinking about where I came from and where I was just last year. It really got me thinking. And I was really proud of myself. Last episode, I was really, really proud of myself. And that episode helped me get through a day like today. That episode helped me get through a day where don't forget you got scared. Don't forget you know how to go talk. Don't forget you know how to turn the other cheek. And I'm not necessarily saying turn the other cheek and let somebody smack you. I'm not saying that. I mean, when I say turn My biggest moment off of the couch, though, my biggest moment off of the couch is without this podcast. I like to say without the podcast. I'll say with the podcast. It has helped me dive deeper into the Bible. And helped me dive deeper into verses and actually dissect the verse and say, what does this verse say? What does this say? And actually let the verse speak to me. I wasn't doing that prior to us starting this podcast. I wasn't out. Yeah, Eric, I read that. But to actually dissect it and try to understand and let the words talk to me before this podcast, and that's something we're doing off the camera. That would be the biggest moment for me. It stepped my step. It stepped my step.
I guess one will probably be the spirit of wanting to give up, or giving up, or trying to give up. Because I was done with it so many times, and I just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, it's long, and it was really fun, and you know, all stuff was really just like up and down, my mind was like, you know what to keep doing this, like, no, let me just keep my Tuesdays and my Mondays to myself with my kids, and I'll watch. Like, because I'm not watching anymore. Like, but, currently I didn't give up the I'm still, it's so 12, still sitting, so. So that's one that, I can say. But it's been a lot, though.
I agree.
That one,
I cannot disagree.
that's one though, for sure.
It showed what it showed was all the obstacles that we've gone through in this first season. It showed us how tight we really are. That we don't want to give up on one another, and that we are trying to what's the word? We are trying to be that change that we want to see. We're trying.
Right,
We're trying to be the change that we want to see. So for that, I applaud. We didn't give up on the tower. It's been a time where I want to go to the tower. It's been a time where I was. Everybody ain't voicing. But the love that we have for each other and the camaraderie that's been built, I honestly think it needs to be shared. I think, it's not just we come down on Tuesday and set up cameras and eat hot blah blah. You know what I mean? It's real family building, real bond. It needs to be shared. It needs to be shared. You got anything else?
From Latasha Watts, she said, with this generation, fun is 90% recorded or streamed. What can the church do to include this in ministry and still make it fun? With this generation, fun is 90% recorded or streamed. What can the church do to include this in ministry and still make it fun?
TikTok lives.
At church?
They do something. They be having. I'm seeing TikToks with the pastors and all that. You gotta come up with something creative.
No, like random stuff. Like I have seen the TikTok where they'll like say an initial, and they be like, "Who would like me?" Name start with A, like stuff like that. So
I also seen another one where saw another one that had like the books of the Bible, scribble scrabble.
You gotta.
And you gotta say, that's that book of the Bible.
Yeah.
I say that people be lined up. They have words, you know, the letters all mixed up. What is that word? Scrabble? Like Scrabble, yeah. Well, man, we can do stuff like that.
What's it called? Bobble?
Google it.
Okay. Is that what she was asking?
The sound?
Is that kind of what you're asking? Did that make sense?
Yeah, bringing. So, I guess what I'm saying is, so if we're trying to capture the youth or just our generation, everybody loves TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
What are some things so that when people come, they don't have to feel like, oh, I ain't gonna be able to do this because I'm at church. But y'all brought us some great ideas. TikTok battles. These are a couple of dance battles.
Break that camera out.
Yeah, bring the
Break
camera
that
out.
camera out. Break that camera out.
Oh, unscrabble the word.
Yeah, unscrabble the word. Unscrabble the word. Unscrabble the word. I knew it was something. That was sweet though. That was sweet when I watched. That was sweet. This one lady just kept walking up. She had Michael. They kept giving it to her. She just kept going to the back of the line. She'd come back up, take the recycle bird. They was getting them arrows too. They were getting them arrows.
There's a lot of things like that we can do to incorporate that because yes, everything is being streamed and everything is on Facebook, Instagram, like everything is out there just like that, and it's catchy for people too. Like that's all we know at this point. Not
It's
just
intriguing.
it's like that's all we do. Like,
It's
what's
intriguing.
happening on TikTok today? What's happening on Instagram? Like,
And it make you want to go to that church. It make you want to see what's going on. It's a few I've seen. I'm a low key man want to fellowship with them. You know what I mean? Who knows? They probably got obstacles going on too in their church. They might probably every church do.
right.
And it make you, want to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's true. Another good thing is we do have a bishop that's really outgoing and fun and funny, so he would be willing to hop on TikTok or 5 with us.
Or teams.
Right. Like he's willing to have fun with us. Like so. Yeah.
Teaching you, that's creative.
Right. He's gonna join right in.
Right on.
It's good to review.
There's just one last comment from Ronnie Shelton. He said the best.
He said what?
The best episode to me was Church Hurt. I've been a member there for 66 years to experience a lot of church hurt, but never stopped coming. And then Nia Murdoch said, Bishop, if you see this, we got a TikTok for you.
Thank you for your comment, Uncle Ronnie. Glad you never stopped coming in. We love you.
We love you. Wholeheartedly.
These cookies good.
So, well, I'm not sure how many viewers it is, but whoever is watching, we thank you guys for watching. For the few comments that we had, we thank you guys for just bearing with us through this whole entire season. Like Tori said in the beginning, we started late. Ended late. We had some technical difficulties. It's been rough, but you guys have stuck with us through all of this. We came into this blind. We didn't know what we were doing, but we have
bottom of our hearts. This has been awesome. To anyone who has joined church as a reflection of this podcast, we say thank you, Jesus. We say thank you for using us. Thank you for allowing us to be vessels. We thank you. We just thank you. Just thank you. Because we could be somewhere else on Tuesday. It's a lot of 2-hour Tuesday places. I just thank you for allowing us to be in this spot, to be in this atmosphere, and to be around this love. It's such a wonderful feeling to have somewhere to go and something to do. Because some people don't. So I thank everyone for that. I thank the team for always making it happen. Even the time we were late, those were some of the best episodes. Some of the best episodes. So I truly, I personally appreciate it.
Well, guys, final thought or the scripture? I'm going to read the scripture and then get a final thought. Guys, the scripture for tonight comes from Ecclesiastes 8:15. It says, "So I command the enjoyment of life, because there is nothing better for a person under the sun than to eat and drink and be glad. Then joy will accompany them in their toil all the days of the life God has given them under the sun."
Amen. Final thought for the final episode of the first season is stay tuned, because we will be hosting some stuff this Sunday for you guys to come and have some fun with us. That's the final thought. And stay tuned. And we want to give a shout out to Level 9 Entertainment. All your Level 9 Entertainment. The best DJ you ever will get. He can mix it in, he can throw it in, he can two-step it, he can Level 9 Entertainment. You can't go wrong.
And that you discriminate, y'all.
Best lemonade in the world. Catch us, 17330 finger. Come get a case.
But again, guys, thank you all for all the love and support. Like Chloe said, stay tuned for the summer. Like, if you haven't already, like and subscribe and follow everything. We're on all platforms. Just stay tuned, and we will see you guys in the fall. This is Church on the Street podcast, saying peace and love.
Peace and love.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Church on the Street podcast.
We are the level of comfortability to welcome the uncomfortable church.
We need to really know where the church is. The church is actually in us.
Ain't nobody celebrating. So
in the kingdom to bring people to Christ.
I believe my church, and that's what we are trying to do. We're trying to build and do something new and do something different to get us back. I'm a tither. that right now, this is where I fit in.
Everything that I had in the church, I lost, and I started looking for it in the streets. I started looking for love in the streets. And I started looking for peace in the streets. And then
We have to do a better job of reaching out and not waiting on people to come back.
I just want to make sure that we took time out of the podcast to say, you know, the doors of the church are open. We open our doors up.
You're telling other people, don't look at me as perfect, but look at me as we working through together.
Yeah.
You're doing it. So I applaud you for doing it.
The solid foundation is Jesus Christ.